Hey everyone, welcome to RevTrevNFL. This is an NFL draft edition. We're going live with the Packers pick, and I just want to intro my friend BPack. Billy, welcome to the channel, brother. How excited are you for this draft?
I'm pumped. I've been waiting for this since the end of the season. I love the draft. I mean, it's just fun. The chaos that happens. It's always fun to watch.
Awesome, man. Well, okay, so it's what pick are we at? 21 going in right now. We have a few picks to go. So we're going to talk quickly about the draft. By the way, there's 95 people already in the stream. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, please do. I love making NFL content. Obviously, you can see we're Packers fans first and foremost, but we talk about the whole league. I do tons of content. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube, I'm on X, and I'm on Facebook. So please follow me there. Follow Billy, BPack_91. Is that right, Billy, on X?
Yeah, I think it's what it is. I just had to change it. I'll double check and make sure. But
anyways, just search BPack91 and you'll find him. But we're gonna dive into what's happened in the draft. Now, if we're honest, the draft went very standard, like everyone thought until we got to Atlanta, right? So I was surprised that the Patriots didn't trade back. I was surprised that the Chargers didn't trade back. That was crazy in my opinion. But I was really I knew that Caleb Williams was going number one, and everyone kind of thought that, right? So here we are, and
got the whole family joining.
Hi, good to see you. So I was really not surprised that Caleb Williams was going to be there number one. What I was just hoping, Billy, all I didn't want was that the Bears would not get one of those stud tackles at 9.
Right.
And they both went right before them, and I still thought they were going to take a tackle there. They went wide receiver. What did you think about the Bears going wide receiver over a definite need there at number 9?
I mean, we've talked before. Rome Odunze is one of my favorite receivers in this draft. So, I mean, be able to pair him, 2 young players you're going to get for the 5-year contracts, it's hard to do that. But then again, you got to block. Yeah. We've witnessed it. You don't block for your guy, it's rough. And the NFC North is just getting scarier and scarier as that front 7.
Right.
The Vikings just getting Dallas Turner. They're just getting scarier.
Yeah, and I think for me, I already thought that the NFC North was going to be the best division in football, but I was saying if the Vikings got a quarterback, and that still remains to be seen, but I mean they think they got their quarterback right. Then this division just got a lot better. Now I think the Vikings have stole the show so far in the NFL. I am having problems with playback, Billy. I cannot see the draft right now. What is going on? Okay, so anyways, I might have to go on my phone and get it going here. But yeah, what did you think of Minnesota trading up one spot? I am still baffled to this moment. I get that you went and got your guy. So I'm cool with that, right? I'm cool that you went and got your guy, but you literally dropped one spot and everyone's like, you had to do that because someone else is going to jump up in front of you. Okay, this is my pushback. I know I'm going long here, Billy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going somewhere with this. So if someone else wanted that pick and were trading up for it, don't you think that they could have offered better than a 4th and a 5th round pick? to get up to
That
to number 10?
that was the confusing part for me too. Very confusing to me. But I mean,
I'm baffled.
yeah, because I mean, the only other team that was there that would have taken somebody would have been Denver, and it seems like they had Bo Nix the
Yeah,
whole time. But yeah,
exactly.
no, and then seeing their second trade, they paid double the amount.
It was insane. They paid more for getting down to 17 than they did. Well, I mean, you're only going up one pick, but I
Right,
was expecting that was going to be like to get up to 10 was going to be that, right?
right. I mean, they could have asked whatever they wanted for it because I mean, if you think about it, like
Right?
they showed their hand. This is what they were doing. They wanted a quarterback, and they weren't hiding it. So it'll be it was interesting. Hopefully, it pays out for them because like we said, they paid a lot.
Right? So, okay, I'm hoping that I'm in the right spot here. My phone is working on this app.
Right now, I'm showing Dolphins pick is in, but they haven't announced it yet.
Okay, so you're ahead of me, which is okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. But yeah, so I just think the Vikings have stolen the draft in the way of splash. I don't
Yep.
know if it was actually the best pick. Now, what I do appreciate about the Vikings is I kept saying, I don't know if I told you this, but I've been saying on all kinds of podcasts, shows, everywhere I've been going, that the Minnesota Vikings should not trade up to 5 or 3 or wherever they're going to go. Keep
Mhm.
11 and 23 because they're going to get JJ McCarthy at 11. Now, they traded only up 1, so that's fine, but they got their guy at 11 instead of having to trade up. I think that was really, really brilliant on their end.
Right.
Now, if people saw my rankings from today, I had that so different. Like my list was exactly how the draft went, which was absolutely wild, if you ask me. Like I'm like, did people look at my tweet, Billy? And they're like, obviously not, but you know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
how weird it was for me to see that happened, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's been almost scripted. It's been a lot of what people have been talking about. It's crazy.
But
No.
here's the thing, like I said that to my brothers. I'm like, did they check out my stuff? And they're like, well, it went the way that everyone thought it would. I'm like, no, it didn't. So many people had May over Daniels. Now, I thought I was being really creative having Daniels over May, but apparently there was a number of people that felt that way as well, right?
I want to say it's been about a week, maybe a week and a half, that Daniels has been sparking up and being talked about a lot more at being that number 2 instead of Drake May.
Right. Yeah. So it's been wild that way. Obviously, Penix Jr. to the Atlanta Falcons was absolutely insane. Was absolutely insane. Like, I was so shocked to
Right.
see that, Billy. Like,
Right.
did you see any of that coming today?
No. And apparently neither did aren't they the ones that got what's his name? The old Vikings guy, quarterback.
Yeah, Cousins.
Yeah.
I
They
mean, if you're
paid a
Cousins,
lot of
you've
money
got to
for
be mad,
Cousins.
right?
Oh yeah. Well, they already showed a tweet saying that he was I mean the same thing that happened with Rodgers. Blindsided, wasn't talked to about it.
Oh my goodness. That's craziness. It's absolutely craziness. And like, okay, then why did you just sign? I guess they thinking they're going to do the whole Jordan Love thing? Is that the plan? Like, what are you thinking that they're going to do here?
Right. I mean I don't know. I mean it does set them up for that ability to be what Green Bay and all these other high end teams have been doing. Allow them to sit, allow them to see the speed of the game because it is much, much different.
Yes, I
There
agree.
very few quarterbacks have been able to walk in and start and be lights out from the start.
Yes, exactly. So Billy, you're like actually, I think you're watching right on TV. I'm going through the app probably. So
Yeah.
you let me know, who did the Dolphins pick?
They just took Chop Robinson out of Penn State edge.
Okay. Yeah, and he's good. He is really good. I'm just seeing it now. So mine's behind you. But what do you think about that pick for the Miami Dolphins?
I mean, it's a need. The only thing they could have gone would have been O-line would have been the only other idea I had, but the O-line they got decimated early. So I
Yeah.
think get Chop while you can. He's one of those top 5 edge rushers that were in the draft. So get him while you can.
And this is the part that's so awesome for me watching this is like I was hoping all the quarterbacks and all the wide receivers would go early because it kept pushing everyone down. And then all the linemen are going, and now all these defensive players are just starting to go now.
Right.
I think it sets up our Packers at a really, really good spot because we're going to get a stud player here. Like, do you think? Well, I guess we got a couple more picks, right? We're at pick 21. So we still have another 4 picks here. I guess we can kind of talk about who's available, but like, are you thinking that we're going to be the guys that take the first cornerback off the board, or do you think the cornerbacks are going to go now off the board?
These next 2 picks are the ones that worry me about taking corner. Eagles and Jacksonville both. I
Okay.
was hoping Green Bay was going to try and trade with the Dolphins to get up and grab Q because Quinyon Mitchell's fallen. So it's like it makes you wish they would have traded up with the Dolphins to try and snag him. But if either one of these high end DBs can get past these next 2 picks, I mean, I couldn't see Green Bay going anywhere different than that.
Yeah, and so just to go back quickly, here is this is literally what I posted today. These were and it literally went that way. Like that is wild that I nailed that. And
I almost messaged you to say I like Bo Nix over JJ, but I decided not to, and you were right.
well, and you still might be right. It's just that that's what happened, right?
Right. Yep.
Like this is what I would have done in the draft rankings. That doesn't mean that we're right. Maybe
Oh yeah.
there's going to be quarterbacks here that are a bust, and some of these that are going to be amazing, and there might even be like Rattler.
Yeah.
He
Rattler's
might
one they're
be
talking about could be a
better than a
steal.
lot of these guys. So I'm just saying this is. I was so pumped when I saw this literally happening from. I'm like, I can't believe
Right.
I went the way exactly how I would have done it.
Yep.
So, I don't mean to like brag, but I'm just saying like I mean like it's shocking. But you know how many times I've said like for example, I said if on the Trevor Lawrence year, I would have picked Justin Fields at 2. I said that at the draft. I've
Yeah.
been saying it for years. Still to this day, I would have done that.
Yeah.
And I think everyone else would have done that. But granted, that was a terrible quarterback draft year. So,
Right.
but I did not believe in Zach Wilson. And by the way, Zach Wilson gets traded to the Denver Broncos, and then they go and pick a quarterback. Like,
I mean,
how would you feel if you're Zach Wilson right now? It's like, hey,
Zach Wilson, he's a lifetime backup. He hasn't shown he can take that step forward, at least yet. But he hasn't shown he can take that step forward yet.
yeah, yeah, and unfortunately, that's the case, right? I do feel bad for him because I do think he has talent, but he's had opportunity and he hasn't taken advantage of it yet.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock. Not really sure where they're wanting to land. Let's just quickly go to this Vikings trade. It's going to cover both of our faces, I think, here, Billy, or most of our. If I can, it doesn't matter. So this is the video, the pick that I was talking about. That I can't believe that they actually went this. Like I get giving up number 23. I get giving up the third, but like a 4th and a 5th round pick. But the third and the 4th are next year. So
Yep.
it makes the blow less for this season. I just think it's a lot. A 3rd round pick is a starter in the NFL for sure. Or has a real potential to be that. This trade blows my mind.
Well, and on top of that, you got to hope it pays off because I was trying to scroll through and find the tweet, but they were saying that now the Vikings only have 5 total picks next year.
Wow.
So you're putting a lot of your eggs in one basket. But hey, I mean, Turner is good.
Well, and that's the thing is like people are saying we can't believe Turner's still on the board. So, but when you watch Turner, does he like to me? I'm like he looks like Rashawn Gary, like the way he plays. Do you think that, or am I just kind of out to lunch on that?
Yeah, I could see that. I feel like he's got a quicker step, that quicker first step that might have him have the better chances of getting the one-on-one edge and that kind of stuff. But Yeah, I could see that.
Totally, man. It's very interesting. I'm excited for the Vikings. Obviously, it sucks for our division that they've gotten better, but
Yeah.
I also felt like the Minnesota Vikings had a lot of significant holes that they needed to fill, but they filled the two of them that they really needed. So good for them. And then even like let's I'll take this down now, but like Chicago, for example, like as much as I think Caleb Williams and is it Azunye that went there?
Rome Dunze?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So those two guys are good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to discredit anything. But what blows my mind is you didn't go get a tackle there instead of the wide receiver.
Yeah.
You do not have Caleb Williams protected. Like, what are they going to do at the tackle spot? So I'm shocked. Now, I think they were hoping that Joe Alt was going to drop. And I'm so glad that he didn't. I thought they thought that Latham was going to be there. Okay, they didn't. So they're probably planning on getting one later on in the draft. They don't have any picks left though, Billy.
Yeah.
Like if you look at it, if I'm wrong, let me just see if I have this. I know this is covering your face here. Oh no, I don't have it right here. I don't have it right. So
I think they said they only had 4 total picks in this draft.
Yeah, and so they've already taken 2. They never traded back. And so what are they going to do?
Right.
Like I think Caleb Williams is going to run for his life, bro. Like, and he doesn't like scrambling, he said.
Right.
He wants to throw the ball. He wants to stand in the pocket. That's why Justin Fields was good because they had a bad O-line and he could still make magic happen.
Right.
So yeah. I'm honestly nervous for Caleb Williams. I feel like the Bears honestly drafted wrong, even though they had stud picks. So who'd the Eagles pick here?
They took Quinyon Mitchell. So the top corner is off the board now.
Okay. So, well, him and Arnold would have been up there, right? So those are the 2 corners that people were talking about. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we're at pick 22. We've got a couple. Do you think that the Packers trade up at this stage?
I don't think they trade up at this stage. I think it's way too close. I think I don't know. I think it's too close. I don't foresee them trading up because right now you've got plenty of O-line and plenty of corners available. That Jacksonville's probably going to go corner. Dallas has got to go O-line. I don't see where they go anywhere else but O-line. And then Green Bay's got the cream of the crop of pick what they want.
Right?
I just hope they don't trade back.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, we went live just to go here, and then all of a sudden it's like they trade out of the first round, and we're like, okay, so this is a good show,
right? But I mean, we're staring at Graham Barton. You got Terrion Arnold. You've got Tyler Guyton. I mean, you've got plenty of guys there. Somebody's going to be there at 25. So
yeah,
Kool-Aid McKinstry, or the man everybody's been talking about and mocking to Green Bay, Cooper DeJean.
Yeah, it's wild, man. So Mitchell went to a really small school. Does that concern you?
So especially the way they were talking about it, it did for a while until he played at the Senior Bowl, and he was playing face to face with these high end receivers. I mean, he locking people up like he's the real deal. He is crazy good.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, Billy, is I'm gonna bring up the actual draft. We're gonna go through the actual draft and we're gonna put it in like in the simulator and put in what actually happens so we can see who's available, if you want to look at a guy or not. And just a heads up, my good buddy Finstad's here. Baird wide receivers are so good. Yes, Trev, you are right. Keenan Allen, DJ, I know, they're good, but they're not. How are they going to stop the rush? What like that's so. Yep. And then Trev says, "Let's see if I can get this going." I feel like,
hey, I'd take Eddie Lacy back.
Shutting down here.
Eddie Lacy dominated when he was here.
Here, Green Bay is bringing back Eddie Lacy to run their O-line. That's a good one, Trev. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. 119 people in here right now. Please hit the like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Also, follow BPack 91 on X as well. But you can follow me at RevTrevNFL. So I'm just going to bring this up, Billy. I hope this works really well for us. Share screen and mock draft simulator. So at 3, they picked Drake May.
Yep.
And I'm obviously not taking any trades here. Actually, I need to take the one trade from the couple trades from the other guys. But
Yep.
okay, so Harrison went 4. And then Joe Alt went 5.
Crazy good.
And then is
Neighbors. Malik Neighbors.
Neighbors went, oh yes, Neighbors went next. What a pick by the Giants though, right? Like
Right.
Wow. And a lot of people thought they were going to pick a quarterback there. So now who did the Titans pick here?
JC Latham, offensive tackle out of Bama.
Oh, that's right, Latham.
He was one that if Green Bay was going to go line that I would have liked.
Yeah, they had a really low. Now this was the shocker right here.
Yeah,
this was the shocker. Penix Jr. Are you kidding me right now?
I still gave him an A+.
Okay, so then they went wide receiver.
Yep, Romadunze.
So that's pretty cool. Okay, so the Jets, this is the thing. Can I trade with them? Let's see if I can trade the Jets and do what they said, bro. Wouldn't that be hilarious? I'm going to try to see if this works, but maybe this isn't good TV.
Watch if the simulator says, nope, I wouldn't do that.
Where is it? New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, I want to see if they'll say yes to this. So this, and then they did a 5th round pick, right?
Yeah. And
what else? And a 4th, right? Was it this year's 4th?
I think it was this year's 4th.
So we'll just say it's 21-29. Okay, let's just see. It says trade. Let's see if they did it. They did it. Okay, so then they went J.J. McCarthy, and then the Jets went and picked. Who was it again? Was it
the Jets? They took an offensive lineman. It was Fashanu from Penn State.
From Penn State.
Tackle. Yep.
Okay. And then Denver went and got Turner.
Bo Nix.
That's right. This was the shocker. Right. Wow, I can't believe I can't remember that. And then this blew me away, Billy. The Raiders go get Bowers, and it's like, why? You have Mayers from last year.
Yeah.
Were you shocked as much as I was at that pick?
Like, yes and no.
Good, don't get me wrong, but
like Belichick was saying during the draft stuff and all that, he can play receiver too. He's one of those guys that can play outside too. He's just crazy athletic and crazy good. I mean, Jacksonville's making their pick.
Let me know who it is.
Draft. Oh, wow. They went wide receiver, Brian Thomas Jr.
Wow.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that's a very surprising
one. I thought they were going corner. Okay.
All right. Well, this is why we watch a draft. You never know what's going to happen.
All right. All right. What are you on? You on 14, the Saints? They took the Oregon State tackle. I can't pronounce his name. Fuaga.
Who did?
That was what the Saints took for 14.
Okay. Yeah, I was getting that ready there. The tackle from Oregon State, or is it Washington State?
Nope, Oregon State, Fuaga.
Okay. And then the Colts took the Washington State guy, right?
They got Latu, the steal. This dude's if he can stay healthy, this dude's gonna be insane.
Yes. Now, I liked a lot that the Seahawks went with Byron Murphy. I think he's very good. Yeah. I was surprised they didn't go Verse here, but
I think they need a big body to be able to stop the run. They need that. They need to build the center of their core because I can't think of who their actual D tackle is.
Right. Okay, so Who did Jacksonville take here? It was
No, Jacksonville traded. This was the trade with Minnesota.
okay. So I'm going to try to do this trade. This is going to be crazy. I don't think it's going to work. So Minnesota trades with Jacksonville. So they get 17, 23, and then they went 5th round pick, right? No, what did they do?
I'll pull up your screenshot here.
You
had first round for 23, 5th round for this year.
Yeah.
And then 3rd round of next year and 4th round of next year.
Okay, so I'm going to try this. They're going to say, "Oh, what? Look at this. If I don't take that, if I keep pushing these, it says no. They'll say yes. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yep.
I want to get rid of these.
5th one.
Too much. Yep. It says too much. How can I want to get rid of that? How do I clear it?
Try it again.
They would have taken it.
See if maybe you got to change teams. Maybe.
Good idea. You're so smart, man. Okay, so it was a 5th round pick this year.
Yep.
And then a 3rd
and 4th of next year.
A 3rd. So it says like there. Let's see. Watch this. See, it says that. It says it's too. They're saying it's too lopsided. That's hilarious. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. That's hilarious, bro.
Yep.
So, but they went and got their guy. They got Turner.
Yep.
And then it went Mims. I thought we were going to get a chance to get Mims for the Bengals instead of the Bengals. 8 starts though, Billy. That's it. 8 starts.
Yeah, that's not a lot of work, but he looked good.
And then the Rams, I thought the Rams got a smoking deal with Jared Verse.
Jared Verse is crazy good.
He looks really good. Like, is that they're trying to kind of get back to not having Aaron Donald there?
I would say they're going to realize how much power they need on that D-line not having Aaron Donald there. I realize how much that dude did.
Yeah. So then Chop. Where's Chop here? I'm just scrolling down. I'm just kidding. He is an edge, so I'll just go there. Is it the one from Penn State? Yes, right?
Yeah, Chop Robinson's from Penn State, yeah.
Oh, that's why I forgot that his first name is not Chop. I guess I shouldn't have. Well, there's Kool-Aid, so I'm just thinking, you know.
Right. Oh, and then the
Brian
guy that
Thompson
I wanted.
Jr. went to Jack. Oh, now this is the trade, right? No, Quentin Mitchell.
Yeah, Quinyon Mitchell went here.
And then this is where they went
Brian Thomas. And then you are caught up from there. They have not announced.
Okay, so in saying that, so Dallas is here. Dallas, like, man, they could take another corner.
I would not be shocked if we see Dallas going Tyler Guyton.
Yep. A lot of people not going. But what about Powers Johnson or Barton? I don't know.
I don't know if Barton can play outside.
No, but I'm thinking like these are guards, right? Like Powers Johnson can play guard and center. But Barton is a guard.
I'm thinking tackle because they just lost their left tackle. He wasn't signed with the Jets.
Okay, so then we're at pick 24, which means we're next right after this, Billy. Right. This is crazy. My goodness. Like, here we are. We've been talking about this for months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lions just traded with the Cowboys. Is that what happened?
Oh no! Watch them go take Cooper.
Kidding me?
Watch them go take Cooper.
What's going on with their division, bro?
Don't do this. Don't go take Cooper, please.
Just refresh.
And their pick is already in too.
And I want to know what the trade was for.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Detroit. Nope, they haven't said what the trade was yet.
Because I'm not picking them until I know. Because I'm going to try to see if Detroit has traded in Dallas part. That's what Schefter just said. That's all he said.
Yep.
Okay.
Pick is in. Let's see what they have to say here.
Oh my goodness, this is wild. Lions trade up. Are you kidding me? Oh, my friend who's a seventh letter, he's such a great dude. And he's like, I want to trade back. I want to trade back. I'm wondering what I should send him a link right now and saying you should get on this right
Yeah,
now.
but there, like we said, there are crazy good corners, and they need a corner.
Right?
So I wouldn't be shocked if you see Cooper DeJean or Arnold go. Like that would not surprise me. This is a good trade for them, especially if they didn't pay much for it. I mean, at their rate, they don't need a whole lot. If they've traded a decent amount for it, like they're not far from being. They're already doing crazy good.
Yeah.
As much as I
right.
don't want to admit it because I know too many Lions fans, but
No, but it is a smart move on their behalf, honestly.
Well, they know Green Bay wants a corner, so why not move ahead of them and possibly take what they want?
True. But here's the thing: they might not pick the guy we want.
Right.
So they need an edge. They're saying a cornerback, a wide receiver, and a guard or a center. They could be trading up to get Barton or Powers Johnson.
Right.
Wow. Monty, thank you for letting us know, man. Sorry, I forgot to put you up here that the Lions just traded for the Cowboys. This is wild, everyone. 31 minutes, Billy. Like, this is the thing. It's like, hey, should we wait until pick 20 to go? And I think we probably went live at pick 21 or something like that.
Yeah,
it's been 32 minutes.
For a while, those picks were flying. It was going, and then
yeah. Oh, and the Lions fans are just going nuts right now too. That is so hilarious. Okay, Schefter, come on. We need to know what's going on here. Refreshing Schefter. Does he know what the pick is yet? Okay. I'm going to take this. And throw it into the Twitter. Man, this makes it super interesting. Trades makes it so much better, honestly.
Right.
I'm so interested to see what Detroit picks here.
I want to see what they pick, but I also want to see what they traded for it.
Well, I mean, oh, wait a minute. How come I don't have? Did Arnold already get taken? Did I miss somebody in the?
No, he's on top there. He's
so
the
Billy, don't you think wouldn't Arnold be a guy that you'd want to see on Green Bay?
Yeah, I just feel like the way how they've been talking, they want those players that are can play multiple positions, do the corner, the safety. Yeah. They want that. They don't want to be able to tell what you're in. Just players are moving, causing chaos everywhere. That's what it sounds like they want to do. So.
I still want to know what this trade is for because that to me is super interesting.
Right.
Because they went from 24-9, right?
Yep. They took Terry and Arnold.
They did take Arnold. Yeah, I just saw that on the tweet.
Yep.
That is craziness, man. This is so wild. Okay, but I need to know what the trade is before we go there.
The trade is.
Okay, so Billy, we're on the clock, right?
Yep. Green Bay is on the clock.
Okay, so
it says pick is in. That was quick. Somebody was standing behind that curtain. Just sit here, bud. Just take it.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That was fast.
Okay. So if we look at this now, I'm still looking for that trade and all the details there, what it was.
Right.
But if we go just to what we're looking for here, there are studs available here at 25. This is what's shocking about this draft. If you're going to go corner, you got DeJean You got Arnold, you got McKinstry. Those are three great guys there. I think if you're going O-line, I mean, Wiggins is good, but he's small for a corner. But Barton, Powers, Johnson, I think I would be very happy with either one of those guys as well.
Right.
What if you're Gutekunst, even though it's in Gutekunst we trust, right? What would you be picking here?
I'm taking Cooper. I like DeJean way too much, and I think it'll fit very well with the defense.
Because he can play safety as well, right?
Yeah, he allows you to do both, which would give them two safeties that can play both corner and safety.
That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Yeah. Okay. So if I'm here, oh man, this is hard. I think I would go Cooper, or but I'd be really tempted with Barton. I would be really tempted with Barton. I think that guy's gonna have a long career.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the year I had the Gonzalez from the Dallas Cowboys fan on, right? And he was talking about who he wanted, and then how Jerry Jones wanted. I think it was him that was talking about, or maybe I was on another podcast and they were talking about. But Johnny Manziel is who Jerry Jones wanted that year, and they picked Zach Martin instead. Yeah. I mean, like, it's not a sexy pick to go get the guard, right? But that guy is a Pro Bowler. But he could be a Hall of Famer.
Offensive line gets expensive, so getting that extra year is always nice.
Yeah. So if it's me,
I don't know if this is a credible source or not, but I'm showing on Twitter right here. They traded the 24th pick and the 7th rounder to the Lions, and the Lions gave up their 29th and 73rd overall.
Okay, so let's put that in here.
I'm waiting to see if Schefter actually sends that out, but that was just one of the random tweets that I'd seen out there.
Okay, so Detroit and who was it? Dallas.
Yep.
Okay, so 29 and 24, and then what did they give up as well?
Detroit gave up the 73rd.
The third round, 73rd. Okay,
yep.
Yeah.
And then Dallas gave up one of their 7th rounders. It didn't say which one.
So they're saying it's not enough.
Yeah, I would wait and see what Schefter puts out here, but
isn't that funny? The first trade that isn't enough,
right?
Oh my goodness, man. Well, okay, so you're saying Cooper, DeJean. I would be very happy with that right now. Honestly, Billy, this is the one that I have been saying all day, that the pick that I would be totally okay with right here is getting Edgerrin Cooper, because I don't think we get him at 41. So if you want your guy and you want the best linebacker in the draft, I would be totally cool with getting that. The problem is if you're going to do that, you might as well trade back at this stage. You still could get a corner or a lineman if you traded back. Like, too bad we didn't trade back with like Detroit or someone like that. And then, but that's what I'm saying is, what do you think about, like, I know it's wild for me to say that. I know for a lot of people, it's really, really difficult for me, for them to hear that from someone like me and saying, you're crazy. The talent is too good. But to get the guy, like, what do you have that reaction? It's like, Trevor, you're out to lunch here if you want Edgerrin Cooper right now.
I agree. I think it's way too early to take him.
It's because you love Peyton Wilson.
Yes and no. Also, I've been seeing all over a lot of the Packers stuff that they're high on who's the other guy? Not the North Carolina guy, the Trayvon Wallace, the Kentucky linebacker. I've been seeing them talk about him a lot.
Okay, so the Packers pick is in. We're waiting for this.
I wouldn't be shocked if you seen, because I just seen Jordan Morgan still available. He was another one that I seen them talking a lot about.
Yeah.
I like Tyler Guyton better than him, but
I think we're going DeJean. That's who I think we're going. Like, final answer, looking at who's available in the draft, I think we're going DeJean. But Billy, every year I'm wrong. Last year, I knew everyone said that they wanted JSN, okay? Everyone wanted JSN at 13. I made a video. We're not taking a wide receiver in the first round, okay?
Right.
So I was okay with taking a defensive player.
Yep.
I had no idea that we were taking Van Ness.
Right.
In fact, still to this day, I'm still surprised. I thought we were going to go Will Smith.
Right.
There. And so they go off the board and do crazy stuff. And at the end of the day, it looks like they know what they're doing. Like, do you still think that Van Ness pick is the right pick?
I don't know. Because he let's see. Oh, I missed this. Oh, yep, they took Morgan.
They took who?
Jordan Morgan, the offensive tackle from Arizona.
Green Bay did?
Love. Yep, Green Bay just took Jordan Morgan. So we both were wrong.
Wow. Did not see. See, this is exactly. It was perfect timing, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Think about this right now. I'm just talking about how they always pick guys that I never thought we would do that.
Right.
My goodness. This is crazy. So, offensive tackle. Are you kidding me? Jordan Morgan. Offensive tackle, Arizona.
Now, I wouldn't be shocked if you see some more people drop if they trade back into the first.
See, this is the only thing about picking a lineman. It's just not sexy.
No, it's not.
Jordan Morgan, tackle, Arizona.
That's Drew from the Drew Cave.
Oh yeah,
dude, that's hilarious.
So Peter Bukowski, he ended up saying that Morgan is 31st on the concessions board. He had a 9.24 RAS at offensive tackle and a 9.83 RAS at guard. So once again, a player that can play both positions. So that's not surprising.
Torn ACL in November 2022, but returned to Arizona for 2023. Oh, gee. 6'5", 311 pounds, Billy.
He's a big boy. They said he's got 32 and 7/8 inch arms.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a big boy.
I am really shocked that we did this. I thought we would have went Guyton.
Right.
Instead, I am really surprised. Okay, so has Schefter said yet what the trade was? Oh, yeah, he did, didn't he? No, he still hasn't said it yet. Wow, this is surprising. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to make this. I'm going to make this deal right here because, I'll just make it so it works. So Detroit, Dallas said not enough. So I'm going to give them a 6th round and a 5th round. No, it's not working now. It's really not working. Okay, I'm going to switch it. Go back. So it's telling me that Dallas wouldn't do this deal. That's the funny part.
Well,
okay, so it was a 1st round pick plus a 5th round. I'll see if I can get them. I'll just give them the 6th. Yeah, there we go. Trade. Bum. Okay, done. So they picked Arnold, right? Detroit did?
Yep.
I can't believe we didn't pick DeJean, man. I can't believe it. I am shocked. Not one draft did I do, Billy, that I said that we were going to get Morgan. Not one.
No, neither.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope he's great. I'm not going to say it was a bad pick. I'm not going to say it was a good pick. I don't know. I'm at the stage where I literally don't know. I am shocked right now that
I mean,
we went with someone that I wasn't really
yes, but
expecting.
they needed O-line. And like we said, O-line gets expensive.
Yeah. So I'm okay with that. Why did everyone have Guyton higher? Oh, but it doesn't matter. We didn't want Guyton because he's only a tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I see. But this is where this is for me. I guess you got to go get your guy. But don't you trade back at this stage and still get Morgan? Like trade back 4 picks. You're still going to get Morgan, aren't you?
That's a risk. You don't know. That's the fun
true.
part about the draft. You don't know.
It's true. That's so funny. The Drew Cave was in the front row. Must be nice. See, I was thinking that we might have get the BYU kid later on, or Patrick Paul from Houston, or actually the guy from Yale. I thought we were going to go after later on. We still might,
Right.
But
we'll see.
So Tampa Bay's on the clock if I'm right.
Yep,
right?
it says their pick is in. They just haven't announced anything yet.
I just wish we would have went and got DeJean or Kool-Aid because they're just such more exciting players,
There's something that they've seen on tape. That's the part we don't get to see.
Well, and they've talked to people and they've talked to coaches and they know like this is a high character guy. This is a Packer player. This is a,
Oh, hi, bud. What's up?
Hey, buddy.
You being good?
Kids are growing up fast, Billy.
You're telling me he starts school this year.
So my friends are messaging me. They're like talking, but no one's messaging me about the Packers yet. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, so we got some people in the chat. Craig says that it was a bad pick. He's a second rounder at best. That we should have taken Barton. I don't think Barton's a center. I think he's a guard, isn't he, Craig? I would have taken Barton there personally. I like the versatility of Morgan.
Barton he played guard, but they were his RAS or whatever was saying that he was almost a maxed out 10 at a center.
Okay, so then Craig is right on that.
Yeah, Barton's a center.
Interesting.
But with Green Bay going, that's what he was saying. Graham Barton. That's who Tampa Bay took, was Graham Barton.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think that's a good pick there. I mean, I'd be really happy if I was Tampa Bay.
With Green Bay taking Jordan Morgan, though, it sounds like I'm trying to remember who the tackle was that we had last year, but saying that he is probably going to be going to center, then would be my guess.
Well, and just thinking about Dallas, who traded back. Dallas, a lot of people saying that they were going to get Guyton. And they still might get him at 29. And if that happens, that's wild.
Right.
Now, let's talk, Billy, about day 2, okay? So day 2, if we go to our Packers, I don't know if we can get there now. Can I? Yeah, I can go look at our Packers right now. So we got 41, which is second round. It's a fair ways down, isn't it? If we think about it.
It's like 9 picks in.
Yeah. Okay. So 9 picks in. So there's still a lot of great players here. Like honestly, like if we're going down here, I mean, if we can get Billy, listen, if we can get Edgerrin Cooper at 41, it's gonna make my day. It's gonna make my day, bro. But you know what happens? They never pick who I think. Like I did not know who Jaden Reed was last year.
That turned out to be pretty dang good.
That's what I'm saying is like I don't know what I'm talking about apparently when it comes to the draft. So right. Jaden Reed is a super stud, perfect fit for the Green Bay Packers, and that's where I'm like, I feel like I'm a normal Packers fan right now, zooming in on one guy, saying
Right.
this is the guy we got to get, you know.
Yep.
And but if we get him, Billy, if we get him, I'm gonna be like cheering,
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
be like go Pack go or something really loud, right?
Oh yeah. Looks like Arizona took Darius Robinson, defensive end from Missouri.
121 people in here. This is awesome. Okay. So Arizona took Arizona. Let's go to Arizona. Arizona took who?
Darius Robinson, the DN from Missouri.
Interesting. So the Buffalo Bills are on the clock. And then it goes Dallas. Like,
Bills have to
man,
go receiver.
Buffalo needs a wide receiver, right?
Yep, they have to go receiver. There's no way they go anything else.
Mitchell from Texas is there. Xavier Worthy from Texas is there.
Lad McConkey's still there.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this up to the stage because let's do this. Wide receiver. Wow. I think there's some really good wide receivers right here.
Cream of the crop right there. That's.
Would you go Mitchell if it was you, or would you go McConkey?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they've already got their speed receiver, but then again, speed kills. Look at the Dolphins. Look at the Dolphins. They got all the speed in the world, and I don't know. That's a tough one.
I had a feeling, Billy, when it came to this draft, I don't know if I tweeted this out or I just mentioned it. I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be the most exciting picks for us. Like, it would have been, I felt like I was kind of trying to prepare myself before I started getting all this stuff. I'm like, I just have a feeling we're going to go like a bunch of O-line or D-line guys, like are in the middle. Like they're like, you just don't, it's not the splash picks. Like, you got Rome and you got all these guys. But I do think in the second, like in day 2 is when we're going to see more exciting stuff. Like if we go get a running back, for example, there's a ton of great running backs available.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it just doesn't look like what I call a sexy pick,
Oh yeah, it's the normal Packers. You get excited. It's same thing free agency time. You get excited, like, oh, maybe, no. But I mean, O-line, I will never complain about O-line.
Right.
Like we said earlier, quarterbacks on their back, they can't get rid of the ball.
I have no problem that you're protecting Jordan Love. I just but maybe the criticism is right. Like a guy like Craig is saying he's a second rounder at best. Well, in his opinion, yes. But in their opinion, no. They're like, he's a first round pick. We got to get him now.
It's like I'm drawing a blank on his name, but on Lockdown Packers, and they're saying every pick is bad until they show up and play.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because you know how many people are saying that Caleb Williams is a bust? How can you say he's a bust? They're like, oh, it's because the Bears can't develop. That's garbage, man.
Well, the amount of people that I was seeing when why am I drawing a blank?
Oh, there's a trade. Buffalo is not picking.
The Chiefs are.
Are you?
Chiefs are on the clock.
What? Why would you trade the Chiefs with the Chiefs of all people?
You know what? Chiefs need a receiver.
But I was just saying, this is where you could possibly. No, did I say this? I was thinking maybe this is where, as Buffalo could trade back, there's still 3 or 4 good wide receivers here. You get better draft capital. I actually don't mind this trade. I can't believe that the Kansas City Chiefs are the ones that made it. Like, how did Buffalo say okay with this?
I think this has got to be Mitchell. I don't think they take anybody other than Mitchell. Watch your tablet. Otherwise, you're going to go to bed. I feel like Mitchell fits their offense.
Interesting.
way better.
This is so interesting now. I love trades.
This is why I love
Especially in
draft day.
draft.
It's so much fun. There's so much chaos.
Right?
I wish they did more than one round on the first day.
Yeah, I do too. It's a lot of build up, and especially if your team doesn't have a pick, it's like that's super boring. Okay. Chiefs, who need a wide receiver, traded up to Buffalo's spot at 28, where some thought the Bills would take a wide receiver. That's what Schefter just. I'm retweeting that right now.
Yep. That's gonna be crazy.
Actually, I'm gonna undo that repost. I'm gonna post it like this. Right? This is wild.
The first response to that Schefter tweet was the guys from I can't even think what show this is.
Oh yeah, the pawn shop.
Yeah, the pawn shop. There you go. Bills fans, please take a receiver. Bills, the best I can do is trade down with the Chiefs.
That's hilarious, man.
Oh, the internet never fails.
I have the NFL NFL.com draft tracker picks up, and it's actually as fast as like when you find out is when it comes in on here. That's pretty cool that they have.
Oh yeah, I'd be lying to you. I have it on 4 different screens right now.
You have 4 screens?
Oh, I've got 5. I've got the draft going on up here on my TV. I've got the Pat McAfee show on this screen with the draft going on right next to it on that one too, and then I've got the NFL draft tracker on this screen over here, and then I've got us right here.
That's crazy.
The wait is killing me.
Yeah, this feels like it's taking way too long. Like, don't they know that people are streaming this right now? Okay, so I don't know what the trade is yet, but that's super interesting. That's the one thing I'm surprised that they don't have on this ticker is what the trade was.
Right.
Yeah, so NFL.com says the top needs for the Kansas City Chiefs are wide receiver, O-line, cornerback, and running back. Running back? They have Pacheco. That makes no sense to me. I mean, maybe they don't have a backup. Man,
I was mistaken. I was saying Mitchell. Xavier Worthy was the guy that I was thinking that would be going to the Chiefs.
Billy, I don't know if you saw. Did I send you my TikTok I made today with Caleb Williams?
You might have.
So get this. I've been waiting because I figured they're going to take Caleb. How in the world do you take Caleb Williams when he's a Green Bay Packers fan? Right? Like he is a legitimate Green Bay Packers fan. He says the greatest player of all time is Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers is his great. He is not going to hate us, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to respect us.
He's going to be happy win or loss.
This is going on TikTok as well. I'm clipping this. I'm clipping this. Caleb Williams. This is what I said on TikTok. He's a double agent. He's a double agent. Like, could you imagine?
Yeah. That's great.
I think Caleb Williams is a super talented quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Okay. I think they got better today with Caleb.
Yep.
But how do you pick the guy who's a Packers fan? How do you do that in good conscience? Oh. Okay, so the pick is in. The pick is in, Billy. Oh, my goodness. This is crazy that this has happened. So, Chiefs.
I will be amazed if it's not Xavier Worthy.
You don't think it's going to be Mitchell?
I feel like Worthy. He's the one that had the 4.21 40-yard dash. Brings back that speed for him. I'd be amazed if it's not him.
Yeah, this is incredible. Okay. Pick is in. Is he going to the podium yet? Seriously, this is
He's
honestly the longest pick in the history of picks.
walking up now.
And it says pick is in, and they're saying Dallas is on the clock. So
Yeah.
okay. Oh, and of course they bring up another guy with him. Here we go. How long is it? Oh, Xavier Worthy. Boom. Good call, Billy. Great call. Okay.
Not saying he's the new Cheetah, but
you're saying he's the new
same
Cheetah.
speed. Got the same. I mean, he's fast and good routes. Got one thing you can't teach, and that's speed.
I don't know what the trade is. I have no idea what the trade is.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
See,
talking about
this is what I thought that the Chargers were going to do. They were going to trade with Minnesota, get out of the 5 and go to the 11, get the 23. They were going to end up getting like Xavier Worthy at 23 or a wide receiver at 23 that they needed. But when you have Joe Alt sitting there, Joe Alt sitting there in front of you, how can you do that?
It's got to be a sigh of relief for Herbert after all the talks for this last week about him possibly getting traded.
Yeah, I followed that. That was just clickbait. But yeah, like obviously that sometimes rumors where there's smoke, there's fire, right?
Yep.
So, but still, like you go and you get Xavier Worthy there. So the Bills get 32. So they only trade down that many. Okay. I'm very interested. So the last pick in the NFL first round is the Buffalo Bills. It makes me interested to see what happens. Billy, you got time to finish off this draft, or are you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is wild.
With that trade, this might be the only chance the Bills have the pick at 32, though.
What do you mean?
Because I don't see them winning a Super Bowl. They're gonna keep on choking.
Oh, I see.
The Chiefs.
Well, the Chiefs. I mean, they only moved up, 4 or 5 spots, but still, they got their guy.
Right. All the tweets. Great. Who let Mahomes get the guy he wanted?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This is what doesn't make any sense.
Oh, goodness.
Still doesn't say what they traded for to get up that far up. So if we go this way, if we just go to Kansas City, for example, maybe we can figure this out. So they have picks 32, 64, 95. Like, which one of these are they getting for that?
Bills trade pick 28, 133, and 248 for the Chiefs, giving up 32, 95, and 221.
Okay. So we're going to do... So we go to Buffalo here. Okay, let's do that again. I'm going to do this trade in the draft here.
All right, whichever.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to bring it up on the screen, right? Okay, add so everyone can see what I'm doing so it doesn't look boring. Well, it already is boring because of the stupid. The length of this was unbelievable.
Right.
Okay, so pick 32, 95, and what?
221. So 7th rounder.
So 7th rounder for 128 and
133, 4th rounder, and 248. All the way down to 6th, 7th round. Their last 7th rounder there, 248.
They're going to take it. So a 1? No, wait a minute. Oh, I see. So they get a last pick in the first round and a 3rd round pick. So basically they flop.
This was almost a wash.
Yeah. Why would they do this? It's okay. Worthy goes here.
Yep.
This is crazy. And Guyton is exactly the guy that Dallas said that they needed, Billy.
Yep.
What a brilliant draft by the Dallas Cowboys. Brilliant.
Well done.
Good pick. Good trade back. Excellent. I literally, I'm going to message my Cowboys friend right now.
I want Green Bay to trade back in so bad. You see who's sitting there still? Cooper DeJean.
DeJean is still there, bro.
Just trade back into the first, please.
Right? What a brilliant trade by your Cowboys. They got to be happy with that. Dallas Cowboys fans have to be happy with that.
Right.
So there's 3 picks left in the first round here. Wow. Dallas, you're impressing me. You know what, Billy? What's weird is when I talk to Dallas Cowboy fans, they all want to blow it up. And I'm like, how do you blow it up? You were 2nd seed in the NFL or NFC. I mean, NFC. How are you going to blow up the team? Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it's consistently not getting over that hump. They can't get over the hill.
Because look at the picks they got, right? They got some good picks coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they need to draft a running back. There's tons of them left. 56, they can get a stud running back if they want. Maybe even 87. Maybe Corum drops to 87 or Lloyd or whoever, right? Like that's.
See, I still got that standing joke of the Cowboys spending all this money on running backs when their coach doesn't like to run the ball.
That's true. Wow. Okay, so Baltimore's on the clock.
Baltimore's pick is in. They're just waiting for all their commercial stuff.
Okay. So maybe Baltimore beefs up their defense and gets DeJean or Wiggins or McKinstry. My goodness, they would.
As of right now, it says on the NFL tracker they've got O-line and wide receiver as their biggest needs.
So O-line, what's available O-line? So you got, this is not so bad, but
Suleimani is good.
Dude, Powers Johnson is still available.
The only knock I have on Powers Johnson is that I'm pretty sure he's like solely a center. Like,
yes,
I don't foresee him playing anything else other than center. So I think that's a rough spot. Like, he is great, but how many teams need a new center right now? That's all he can play.
Right. Okay, I got to check about my double agent thing on TikTok. I want to see how many views I have. 252. Seriously, this is the thing I don't like about TikTok. Is the 200 threshold sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but I've smashed it. I trolled the Minnesota Vikings, saying that. So my buddy Viking Dave said it doesn't matter which quarterback we get, and I'm like, what? Why? Like he said, I don't care if we get May, we get Daniels, we get JJ. It doesn't matter. He goes, and I'm like, why? And then I realized they have Sam Darnold. Anything is an upgrade. So I did that. That one got me 709 views.
Nice.
So I got to make a whole bunch of TikToks tonight because I want to do one about Morgan. But Mims, like, have you seen the size of Mims?
These offensive tackles have been massive. Like,
exactly.
Massive.
And if he can be the guy. Okay, they just took Nate Wiggins from Clemson. Wow. Okay, so there goes the corner, another corner.
I mean, could you imagine for how all the mocks were going and everything, the Ravens walking up me and like, you mean Nate Wiggins is still here?
But DeJean and Kool-Aid is still there too, right? Like, it's shocking what's available at the back end of this. Now the San Francisco 49ers are on the clock.
Yep.
And like they're already good.
Yeah.
What do they need? They need offensive tackle, it says.
Maybe they'll take a quarterback.
They need quarterback?
No.
You think we'll get Rattler right now?
No, they've got to go. With the corners that are still there, it wouldn't surprise me if they take a corner.
I mean, they could go wide receiver, but they don't really need one. I think they go cornerback.
Didn't they just trade a receiver? Or no, they have a receiver that wants to be traded. It's Oh, who was that? Why am I drawing a blank? I just seen a tweet about it earlier. That they have a receiver that wants to be traded.
Oh, I thought it was Ayuk.
Yeah, there you go.
But he's so good. If that's the case, you got to go wide receiver here. I mean, if we go back here and we just look at wide receiver really quickly, right? Adonai Mitchell still available. McConkey is there. Like this would be a time probably to get one of the Coleman. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting, man. But if they're looking for tackle, I don't think this is where you go get tackle. You can wait. You can wait till 63 to get a tackle, in my opinion. But it says, oh, yeah, it says tackle. It doesn't say O-line, but they also say interior. What if they go get Powers Johnson to play center? Or they must have a good center already, right?
I honestly don't know.
I mean, you can't.
But then again, protecting the MVP probably isn't a bad idea.
Right? Sucks that we lost by 3 to them. Like, we had them. If we hit that field goal, we go to OT at least.
Right.
And we're there. Like,
you know
what I like, Billy, about it is that we've been getting smoked by the 49ers in the playoffs, and we're right there now. Like, there's a lot of hope, you know?
There's a lot of tweets going around saying that rumor is the Bills traded back knowing that they wanted Adonai Mitchell the whole time.
And it's risky, right? Because you think, like, maybe the Chiefs are coming up and saying, we're going to take him.
Right.
Like, when they phone like that and say, okay, we're going to make this pick, can you say, okay, I want to know what you're picking?
I mean, you can.
I would, if I was their team, like, no, dude, that's not how it works. Do you want to do the deal or not?
Right.
Okay, we don't want to do that. Okay, I'll tell you who it is.
Man, I did not think Kool-Aid or Cooper was going to be getting out of the first round.
Well, they might not, right?
I did not think that was going to happen.
Okay, so in our division, you got to think that Chicago's very happy today. Minnesota's got to be very happy. And with Detroit moving up, they must think that they must be happy with what they did, right?
Yeah.
The only team that's not thrilled is the Green Bay Packers. But the problem is that the Green Bay Packers are going to win the NFC North no matter what. So it doesn't matter. Like, you guys can be all happy you want.
Right. We'll be happy at the season.
Exactly. So you're happy at the draft. And it's the off season where the Bears think they're good, you know? And so at the end of the day, be happy.
Yes,
Have
sir.
big smiles. Celebrate, everyone. Guess what? The season comes. NFC North is ours. It's ours. We're going back to the playoffs. Morgan is going to take us there. Okay, 2 picks left. Pick is in for the 49ers. Oh, my goodness. An hour and 13 minutes. You imagine people who've been live streaming this since before the draft started.
Right.
What did they talk about for this long? Like, honestly.
Let's see. One of my 3 screens. I need one of them to announce it.
I'm going to see if I can find it first before you can. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so 49ers are up. They're not going tackle. I think they're going cornerback. That's what I think. Pick is in. Come on.
Wow.
This feels like it's taking forever, too. What is with the last couple picks taking so long? It's like, hey, we need our moment of glory here. We need our 15 seconds of fame. It's like you guys were in the Super Bowl. How much more? attention do you need? Wow. If they take Adonai,
What? There's no way.
come on. What is taking so long? Okay, so went Darius Robinson, Xavier Worthy, Tyler Guyton, Nate Wiggins, and the 49ers taking their precious time. Come on. Would you think the Buffalo Bills, when they get this pick, they're going to be like, pick is in? You know, kind of like Green Bay did. Oh, wide receiver Ricky Purcell from Florida. Again, are you kidding me? He went wide receiver and didn't go Mitchell. Dude, he's ranked 49th on this. That is wild.
Interesting.
Who is this guy?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I'm clicking on him right now. Okay. What the heck? Oh, they're just talking. Okay, so he's 6'1", 189 pounds. His arm length is 30 and 7/8. He's got 9 1/4 hands. His athleticism scores an 85. His production scores a 69. He was a 4.41 40-yard dash, 42-inch vertical leap. The cone drill was 6.64. He bench pressed 17.
Man can high point the ball. Holy cow.
What do you mean?
42-inch vertical? And he's 6'1"?
That's true.
That's a big boy.
Okay, well, let's
high point the ball. That almost I almost like if that guarantees they're trading Ayuk with a pick like that.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. If they'd went that. So if you look at Arnold, for example, he's 6 feet, same weight.
There was another trade.
What?
Yeah,
Buffalo
just
did
traded
another
again.
one.
Yeah, they traded with the Panthers.
Buffalo, what
So
are you doing?
Buffalo has the first pick tomorrow, and now the Panthers are on the clock.
Imagine being a Buffalo Bills fan. You spend all that money to go to the draft for the first round, and they don't even pick.
Right.
Yeah, see, Arnold only has a 37-inch vertical compared to what's his name? It just went. There are so many good players right now still. I feel like I'm saying that every year now when it goes in the second round.
Right.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter what the trade is for real life. We'll just make some kind of trade up here with the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers.
Well, I think Panthers got to go. Well, I'm gonna look like receiver here. I think they got to go receiver. Pick is in already. How long are we gonna run for commercials?
Right? Oh, depends what they trade for here, Billy, because in all honesty, like look at what they have. Is this on the screen? Did I put it on the screen?
Yeah, you got it on the screen.
This is craziness. Like they have 2 picks right there. Why would they be trading up?
Oh, give me the break the news.
Yeah, go for it.
Xavier Leggett, wide receiver from South Carolina.
Okay, yeah, I've seen him.
He's good. I like him.
How come you got it before I did? That's what I want.
I found it on Twitter.
Oh, you the man. How does Twitter know? You know what they're calling Twitter now? Twix.
Solid.
I don't know, just bad joke, but that's what Miles from Packers Weekly
Really?
he does. He's hilarious. Okay, I want this to happen because
I want to see what the trade was.
yeah, I want to. That's the other thing is they're not really
All right,
telling
so
what
it
the trades
says
are.
Buffalo traded 32 and 200, and Carolina traded 33 and 141.
Sorry, say that again. So Buffalo traded 32 and what?
Their 6th-round pick, pick 200.
Yeah.
And then Carolina traded 33 and 141 in the 5th round.
And 141.
That's it.
Well, it allowed it. And then they went and got Leggett.
Xavier Leggett. Yep.
Okay, so
go.
can we look at this? Can we look at this now and go to, how do I see the whole draft from here? I can't. I've got to go this way. So just quickly before we end the stream tonight, Caleb Williams 1, Daniels 2, May 3, Harrison 4, Joe Alt 5. I didn't see anything. There's nothing there that surprised me, really.
Nope.
5, Neighbors. I thought that was a great pick by the Giants. Again, I don't think that surprised anyone. Latham at 7 wasn't surprising. I just didn't know what they were going to do there.
Yep.
But Penix Jr. going to 8, that is wild. Wild. Why would you go pay Kirk Cousins that kind of money and go get Penix Jr. unless you're going to let him sit for a couple of years?
Right.
Or maybe you're just worried about like him being like ready, like not like the injury, but why would you give him the big contract? Anyway, sorry.
Right.
Okay. Adunez in Chicago still needs a tackle. I think they really failed there, but they did. They got a great wide receiver. JJ McCarthy, they traded up. Cannot believe they traded up 1 pick.
Right.
Jets got their O lineman. Nix was probably the biggest bomb from Oregon. Quarterback Denver Broncos. In the way that I didn't know if they would actually pull the trigger there. Did you think if they didn't take Nix there, the Vegas Raiders were going to do it?
No, I don't. I don't think so.
Because Connell and Minshew, maybe they're good enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bowers going there surprised me personally with Mayers there. But
yes and
look
no.
at
I
this.
mean,
oh, go ahead.
I was a yes and no. I mean that's talented and he can play outside. So
yeah. New Orleans gets their tackle. Indy gets a crazy good edge rusher. This is where the D linemen start going and their edge rushers here.
Yep.
Murphy goes to Seattle. Turner comes in that trade up there. Mims goes to Cincinnati. Versus that is an awesome thing for the Rams. Oh my goodness. Pittsburgh, like they have a great run game as it is. Now they got a tackle.
Yep.
Who's going to protect their quarterback or whatever one, their quarterbacks, I should say.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, and then Robinson goes to Miami. Mitchell goes to Philadelphia. That's the guy you were hoping for, right, Billy?
Yep.
Thomas is the wide receiver. Like they lost Ridley, so that makes sense. Detroit trades up to get Arnold. Surprised that the Packers went with Morgan. I'm okay with it. I'm surprised though. I shouldn't be surprised. Barton. See, I would have went Barton, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Robinson goes to Arizona. Kansas City trades up and gets Worthy. Guyton lands at 29 for Dallas. What a steal.
Mm-hmm.
Wiggins. Is it per sale?
I think per sale. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. And then Leggett. Wow. So wide receivers, 3 wide receivers at the end of the draft. Okay, so Billy, before we go here real quickly, what are some players that are on your radar that you're just like these guys, cannot believe these guys are still around?
Kool-Aid. I mean, Cooper DeJean. Mitchell, that was one that really surprised me, but I wouldn't be shocked at all if he's pick number 33. Ladd McConkey, he's another one. I mean, Newton, he towards the end of a lot of the mocks was making it to the second round, but he's another one that he's big-bodied guy. I'm shocked he didn't get taken. But, I mean, otherwise, it pretty well went. Weird order, but pretty well went as thought.
Like, if we don't get Cooper, I would love it if we grabbed Jenkins.
Yeah.
But I think we go safety. I don't know. If we can land DeJean, bro, think about that right now. If we get DeJean at 41.
Well, they got 2 second rounders, so they got 41 and 58.
And the Buffalo Bills don't make a pick. All right, everyone.
Yeah.
It's been an hour and 26 minutes, 124 people in here. I want to thank everyone for being here, but most of all, I want to thank Billy. Thank you, Billy, for being with me. You had mentioned, let's watch the draft together. I had said, let's go next level and do this live stream. I don't know if that's what you meant by that.
I'm just hanging out. It's fun. I'm glad I could be here.
I mean, we're hanging out the same way we would do anyways. This
Yep.
is other than where we've got a couple things going on. So
live stream is how it all started.
that's true. That's how we met through Madden.
Yep.
Live streams, right? Twitch.
Yep.
Back in the day. Billy was good at Madden too, everyone. Just saying. He was good.
Not anymore. I'm old.
Yeah, I hear you, man. All right, we're gonna head out. Thank you, Billy. We're gonna hit the outro video. I got a new outro video. You gotta let me know. It's so this is the release of, or the premiere, or whatever we call it, of the thing. So thanks everyone for showing up. I am not planning on streaming tomorrow because I've got a fundraiser I have to go to. I'm trying to figure out a way how to get out of it because I actually just want to watch the draft, and my Canucks are playing tomorrow. But I think it's early enough that I think I'm going to get a number of rounds in first, Billy. So
Yeah.
So I think I'm not going to miss much.
Nice.
All right, that's full. No one tell my wife, okay? All right. Thanks again, Billy. Any concluding words?
Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that follow for Rev here.
And for BPack 91 on X. Follow him on Twitch as well. Okay. Follow BPack. And here's the new outro. But first of all, go Pack, go.
And that's